So Curse Hollow, I mean, it's a very standard map. It's considered one of the most balanced, and I think that's mostly because the actual objective itself isn't that game-changing. Yes, it can be, but just it by itself, without the team's kind of commitment to the curse going out, doesn't do a huge amount.
I think Curse shows the difference between good and bad teams really well, because it's very much a positional map. There's so many tight corner. Abathur ban, that's just a strong ban at the moment. From I don't know, man, because he fits into just any comp. You don't want to be banning the Uther if your first pick, because you want it yourself. But yeah, I mean, I was saying,
the Uther ban's the new Zeratul ban, isn't it?
There's the Uther ban. Yeah. Curse Hollow really shows when a team's positioning is weak. Tyrande first pick up, interesting.
She's highly contested.
She is highly contested, but as a first pick, it can be quite risky.
Although,
it can be
saying that,
jumped on.
On Curse Hollow, the amount of vision she gives can't be overstated.
Yeah. If I was NeverThinkTwice, I'd be looking at Mirrodin Sonya straight away here. Tyrande is decent.
You must be loving this patch, right? Because you're a big Sonya player.
I'm actually not, because before I got to play Sonya whenever I liked. Now,
now you have to contest
for
her.
And also, I'm just too hipster. I don't want to play it anymore. There you go, instant Mirrodin Sonya. Tyrande is nice against this, because you can throw Hunter's Mark on Sonya and burst her out. But if that Mirrodin and Sonya get on the Tyrande, sorry, you're probably dead.
I actually think I might. I think I don't know, man. Really want to pick up Jaina here.
Yes,
just for that burst damage onto Sonya, coupled with the Tyrande. The Hunter's Mark will just do so much for the Jaina, really.
Although Kael'thas is
still
maybe a nice pickup as well, because it gives you a stun. When you're playing with Tyrande, you just want to go into stun comps, and the Mirrodin, who is basically the premier sort of, he's going to stun you. He's taken away from them, so I don't. They could be looking for Kerrigan, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Kerrigan. Well. Go for kind of a more bruisery lineup.
Jaina, Kerrigan, Tyrande.
Who would you like to see as the tank for? I don't know, man. Almodin's I mean, obviously Johanna is a typical pick, and we do see her grabs there. But I think I would have really loved to have seen like an ETC or come out.
Well, if they are maybe going for Kerrigan, then Johanna's really nice, because you can condemn people in, and then they're all clumped up for a big combo from the Kerrigan. Like right now, I would just be screaming like, pick Kerrigan next. Like, it's just too, especially with Uther banned, who is good against Kerrigan. The Divine Shield obviously saving people. So yeah, I really hope, I don't know, man, I have a good Kerrigan player.
Now, really quick, just to interrupt the little draft discussion we've got going here. What's your Twitter?
It is at Mythistra, I believe. Yeah, it's Myth and then YSTRA.
Okay, everybody, you got that there? I just saw a little,
I'm going to write that in chat.
Follow at Myth come out there, so I just wanted to double check what their Twitter was. So just as a little plug for everybody, follow eSports Wall on Twitter. I mean, they always do, Shaq always puts out, useful updates as when the tournaments. You can always follow me, I'm at Stefan Heroes. I don't really tweet much other than when I'm going to stream, and also follow Myth, because, he's a great guy, he's a very, very good player, far better than I am, so, all of that good stuff going out there. Never think twice, ban out the Karazim. I think that's, again, clever, because, as we said before, Karazim is a really good support that combos well with the... with the off support.
That's a Sergeant Hammer ban.
That is a Sergeant Hammer ban.
That is a Sergeant Hammer ban. Okay. I think Sergeant Hammer is really good right now. But I've never seen it banned. Maybe these guys must know something I don't.
I actually think that it's a really good target ban versus the composition, because the Sergeant Hammer can just sit there while Sonya and Mirrodin peel.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. I mean, I've got nothing wrong with that.
My favourite combo is Stitches and Sergeant Hammer.
With the helping hand?
Well, yeah.
Helping Hands, you can pull the siege hammer around.
It's more for the fact that using Bile ultimate on Stitches, there's really no way that people can get to Hammer.
Oh, yeah.
And they take a lot of damage trying to get to her, and then they can't actually get away from her because they're slowed so much. It's really potent combo.
We're going to see another Sylvanas game.
I know. Everyone's picking Sylvanas.
I don't understand what's going on.
To me.
Yeah, this is odd to me too. I mean, she's not a bad hero, don't get us wrong, guys. It's just she's not really this really common pick that we'd see. Oh, Brightwing, happy. I mean, Brightwing's utility on a map as big as Curse Hollow is, unquestionable. The amount of soak she can do and peel, and in utility she brings out with a polymorph, and then greater polymorph up at level 16. Oh.
If I Don't Know Man had Kerrigan instead of Sylvanas, their comp would be the dream. Honestly.
Oh yeah, I think I agree with you there.
Brightwing Kerrigan's very nice as well because Brightwing can speed you in. She can give you that huge phase shield right at the start of a fight.
Oh yeah, it's so crucial for a hero like Kerrigan to be able to have that extra redonkulous amount of health.
Is Brightwing's gonna be slightly less effective against NeverThinkTwice's team as they've got less ability damage? They've got more auto damage with Raynor.
Yeah, we may end up seeing the extra speed boost come out at level 13 instead of the spell shield.
Although the spell shield's still effective against the Sonya, good against her slams.
Yeah, it's decent against the spiders from Nazebo, as they're technically spell damage.
I'm not sure that I Don't Know Man actually wanted the Brightwing this game. I think they probably wanted the Karazim, but didn't pick it up early enough, so it got banned.
No, I agree with that. But Brightwing is still a good pick, especially on.
It's still a strong hero. I think the Tyrant may struggle this game to get any real stuns off, and that it takes a very good Tyrant player to be landing consistent stuns on priority targets without any previous stun. You've got the Johanna Condemn though, and the Johanna Blessed Shield, so we'll see.
Yep, so I'm going to get all the invites going. Not sure what team I'm going to make which. Right now we have I Don't Know Man is the blue team, so that's how I'm going to function this. So I've got to ask, with the draft, whilst I'm organising, I'm not going to be able to concentrate on talking. Who do you think will win?
I'm trying to think about how both teams are going to play this game. So the benefits of I Don't Know Man's composition is that they have the Brightwing for a bit more global pressure, in that they can soak a lane for longer when the teams are both going to attribute, so they can get a slight XP advantage in that regard. They also have fairly decent pushing power with Sylvanas and Brightwing. Brightwing obviously she gets free sustain for your lane essentially. There's no mana cost to her heal. It's just a passive that ticks every now and then, and Sylvanas is a very strong pusher. So I think I Don't Know Man are probably going to be looking for an early lead. They've got to look for push, I think, which is why this Tyrant pickup is strange to me. It doesn't offer much to their team right now. It's going to offer more in late game team fights when they try and burst the Sonya. NeverThinkTwice, on the other hand, have potentially the ability to roam and get kills with Mirrodin and Sonya. They potentially have the ability to try lane and push as well with Raynor and Nazebo. I think that NeverThinkTwice have a stronger team fight in general. They've got a lot more damage coming out, sustained and in burst, as well as like a big burst heal and the ability. So I'm gonna say NeverThinkTwice are the favourites here, at least for me.
Oh, the teams are trolling me in the lobby chat. I don't know if you've seen, but they're saying, Axel, are you the French caster? I'm like, oh god, is there another caster? Oh no, Shaq didn't tell me anything about this, but no, it's okay. We're gonna end. Oh, maybe. So, who do you think? Who do you say? Sorry, NeverThinkTwice.
NeverThinkTwice. I mean, I'm just going. Okay, they've got Sonya. They've got Sonya and Mirrodin.
Yeah, I mean, I want to agree with you, but Brightwing Tyrande are two of my favourite heroes, so I'm just going to be biased towards
Tyrande is my favourite hero in the game. I actually have more games on Tyrande than I do on Sonya. So, no, I think Never Think Twice. Just they've got a stronger team fight, really, in this current meta. Like the heroes on I Don't Man's side are all strong heroes, but they're more situational. They require certain synergies. Synergies which I don't think they've got right now. It's a strange draft from them.
Okay, well, we have a Master Johanna skin over there. A Master Tyrande
skin.
I think Yunks and Atomic both want to play, but Atomic's like, dude, I'm Master. Let me do it. There we go. Not that anyone else can see this, since we are still on the draft screen for the stream, so I'm going to swap us over. Oh, I'm lagging, am I?
You are sounding slightly crackly.
Oh, hang on. Maybe it was my guess.
It'll sort itself out, I think.
Is everything okay now?
Yep, we're all good.
Ooh, don't worry me.
I want to know who the chat think are going to win. I'm going to have a look.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Who do you think will win, chat? Like, you can normally tell from how the bets are spread. So I'm actually going to see if I can bet right now. Is betting closed? Oh, betting closed in 30. Did I get it? Oh, damn it! No, I didn't get it. Alas. Damn. So the betting pool's closed. 4 people betted. I think it's a pretty even split. Yeah, I definitely
I think it will be another close game again. I don't think it's going to be in favour of any one team. But then I could be completely wrong as well. So
yeah.
Just looking forward to watching.
Well, like I said, I think I'm inclined to agree with you, but I'm going to be biased towards Brightwing. I mean, Brightwing in general, but Tyrande as well, I'm biased towards.
There's no particularly key game-changing ults in this game in comparison to the last game. There's no More or Sanctification or something like that. So there's no one player that we really want to keep an eye, except maybe Rhaegar. Like, he's got to make sure his Ancestrals are landing on the right target.
I mean, and the way to stop that will be with the Sylvanas Wailing Arrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the main thing we're going to watch out for is how well the Tyrande lands her stuns and any follow-up damage onto that. If she's great at landing stuns, but there's no follow-up, there's no point in having her. Or even the Jaina, which is a hero who is very good at
Or if she's not landing the stuns at all, because there's nothing to combo them from, then there's no point having her, really. I wonder if she'll go Shadowstalk or Starfall. I would be looking at Starfall for sure against their team. It's just good for kiting Sonya and Vayner and Zebo. Gives you zone control, which is really nice on this map.
See, I would actually say that I just think Shadowstalk provides more in general. And I think in this game, it's good because Brightwing is going to struggle to keep her team alive with just Blink heal, since it's not that strong of a heal. And I actually think that having Shadowstalk and then Emerald Wind could be really good. If Sonya jumps in, you Emerald Wind, the Rhaegar and the Rain and the Zebo away.
Yeah.
With a Shadowstalk for the healing, that could definitely be something I'd like to see.
It is worth pointing out that the Shadowstalk heal is actually very small. It's a lot smaller than people think.
Yeah, but the initial the heal whilst it's going on is pretty small, but after the duration ends and it gives that large burst heal at the end, I've been surprised both ways. I've been like, oh, I thought it healed more than that, and yet other times I've been like, wow, how does that heal so much?
I think it's probably better when you're ahead. If you're already leading in the game, then Shadowstalk's the better ultimate, but I think if it's a struggle, then you want the Starfall. I would probably be taking the level 13 talent on the Tyrande to increase her heal effectiveness when she's above a certain amount of health. Because that will provide them with some really consistent burst healing on the target that needs it. We are loading into game now, though.
Yeah, and I have I remembered to I forgot to change the names, but I remembered to change the names now. So and it's not round 1; it is the semi-finals. Semi-finals hype. I'm just going to move everything around so it's not out of line, because otherwise that would really bug me.
It's time to throw all the conjecture out the window, and actually
nice
watch
vocab.
and see how these teams... Thank you. See how these teams play.
Okay, since you introduced the blue team last time, would you like to do the same again? This is I Don't Know Man.
Okay, I'm going to... Right, okay. On Jaina, we have Komek. On Johanna, we have Meneldor. On the Sylvanas is Yumex. On the Tyrande is Atomic. And on Brightwing is Kirsten. These are all quite high MMR players. I recognise a lot of them.
Meanwhile, for the team of NeverThinkTwice, I'm just going to call Never at the moment, or maybe even Think Twice, I don't know. We're going to have Bursted Lol on on the Master Skin Rhaegar. Yellow Flash is going to be playing that Sonya, the team captain there. Saline on that Muradin. Antisocial playing Master Skin Nazebo. Meanwhile, Scar is on that Reyna. Party Bush in the mid here for
Saber top lane as well. The Tyrande looking for a pick with the Jaina, but they're not going to get anything. They've realised they're on mid, so they're pushing straight away.
And this is
a really
very
nice play for them.
Yeah, the Owl coming down there, spotting out Antisocial and Nazebo as well, dismounting.
Okay, they need to be backing off now before they get caught out.
And that's exactly what they're doing. Well played.
Bad.
Going to this far bush, still potentially being a little bit too aggressive as Yellow Flash is going back.
We just got support v support, tank v tank, and then the rest of the team, all the damage versus each other.
But I feel like I Don't Know Man has got a bit more of a better lineup because they have that small heal because with the Tyrande.
True, but then Sonya and Nazebo and Reyna.
The Nazebo.
Yeah, there's the stun.
Getting absolutely blown up there.
You just can't get hit by a stun like that so far forward, you just die. What I was going to say is that all of their laners have very nice sustain actually. You've got Reynolds obviously heal that we just saw there, Nazebo's every time he last hits something, and then Whirlwind and Warpaint from the Sonya. Let's just have a look at the talents and see if there's anything strange picked up on either team. No, standard.
Yeah, everything looks pretty solid.
Except perhaps the increased range on Earthmine Totem. I must confess, I'm not a huge Rhaegar player though.
I've played a lot of Rhaegar myself. Colossal Totem is a very common pickup these days, but still we tend to more common tends to be.
That was incredibly aggressive.
Yeah, Sonya just going, do you know what? I don't need my life anymore.
Whole level lead already for I Don't Know Man. They've got both towers down this top lane and 2 kills.
Yeah, like I was saying, we tend to slightly more commonly see the chain heal mana cost reduction out from Rhaegar.
Yeah.
At level 1 over the Colossal Totem, but kind of both are pretty commonly picked up. I personally prefer to go Healing Totem still, just because I'm stuck in my ways as Rhaegar.
The Tyrande is really proving that so far at least, that I didn't have much to worry about, because she's landing these stuns without too much help. Obviously the slow from Jaina helping, and there's a fight about to happen. Yeah,
and down the bottom lane, Tyrande landing another arrow onto the Sonya here, and the amp damage coming down, but not going to follow up with a kill. Kind of half health on both teams at this point, and a really good condemn there, landing on the 2 tanks, the 2 warriors. In fact, the Rhaegar, just able to keep himself alive there. The Brightwing, Arcane Flare not able to do much. Terrifying Monkey Brightwing skin. Hate that skin.
What I would have liked to have seen is the Brightwing in this top lane instead of Sylvanas, and then able to TP down when needed.
But since the Brightwing's already in the bottom lane, it's kind of it just worked out this way.
Level 4 talents were picked up.
Now I do have a question. Just after this fight happens, as we do have Johanna going and getting condemned. Atomic getting struck by a zombie wall, but Johanna taking a lot of damage, having to use her trait to get herself out there quite happily. And yeah, more poking.
NeverThinkTwice are going to end up taking this.
I think
both teams are sustaining.
Both teams, like you say, are sustaining quite well, but I think NeverThinkTwice are doing a little better because they're Muradin tank. He's able to heal himself up passively. Komek taking a lot of damage there, getting stunned, but Muradin's in the middle of a whole lot of mess. He's taking a lot of damage here. He's going to get Dwarf Toss himself out. Meanwhile, Johanna taking some damage, going to walk herself out a little bit. The Jaina cover damage with those blizzards, just doing so much work. Condemn landing on the Zebo again. He's taking a lot of damage here, but he's not going to fall. He's going to be able to back away. Sonya getting the amp damage, and she's just going to die there. Really well played there, trying to get a one final arrow off.
From this Brighton is really what was making the difference here. Brighton's just able to sustain longer than any other healer, really, because it costs no mana.
Meanwhile, on this top lane, Reyna and Sylvanas trading pretty evenly. In fact, the Sylvanas ended up probably getting the better trades here as a result of Reyna having that adrenaline rush heal popping. Now, what I was going to say is, did you want to take some play-by-plays this game? Do you feel ready? Do you feel comfortable?
I'm good. You carry on.
Okay. Yeah, but I think
I'll
so far, as just whilst we've got a little bit of a break here, fantastic commentating job so far, Myth. The extra analysis at the end of fights for things I missed, you've been spot on so far. So only praise here. Nick might have to find himself a new casting job. I'm kidding,
well,
Nick. We love you.
My team might not be too happy with that.
We'd never replace you, Nick. Don't worry.
Some interesting talents being taken. I mean, ferocious healing on Sonya is quite interesting. I'm going to say interesting because I don't like it. But,
I'm also not a fan.
Who am I to say?
But I have seen it picked up before, and every time I'm always like, ooh, was that a misclick? So yeah, it's not the most common pick. This second tribute spawns and going to go in favour of I don't know, man. They're coming through again, but the Murden getting caught out here, not landing the condemn landing, but the amplified damage plus the lunar flare from Atomic, who's been flawless so far. And we've seen Atomic's Tyrande play before in previous tournaments, and I have to say, one of the best Tyrans that I've had the pleasure of casting. He's always stellar with him. I don't know why there was any doubt in my mind. I forgot who'd be playing, and Atomic.
I guess I'd never seen him play it before, and I guess his team just trust him to be landing these stuns without anything to follow up from, which is a huge advantage when you're running Tyrande, I guess.
Yeah, if you can trust your team will play everybody as well as they need to, so that there's no okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hope this happens. And if it doesn't, I'm there to bail you out. It's always, this will happen, so this is how we're going to go out. It just makes teamfights so much easier to coordinate.
Really nice flank there. This is looking really bad for NeverThinkTwice. They're a level down, and they're about to get cursed.
Yeah, and the boss has been taken in top lane as well. Although, NeverThinkTwice are taking a fort down in bottom lane. Gonna leave it now as their boss has been taken.
I don't know.
Now this is smart. They're trying to attempt, their enemy's boss. And as you say, I don't know if it's definitely not going to be quick enough, but actually, it might be. The Tyrande does scout this out.
They're going to get this in time, but they may end up getting flanked and killed. And meanwhile, the curse. They're gonna.
Yeah, the curse happens. They are going to get this in time, just about, but the Sonya getting picked up almost immediately. The Ancestral come down, not going to land. Shadowstalk and Blink Heal were the ultimate choices taken from the two supports of I Don't Know Man, and that one easy kill, following up with the with the Johanna, constantly getting those condemns off, and the Ancestral going to land on Murden, keeping him alive. He will probably get out of this, but that's a one fight. That's a curse and a boss in top lane. The fort's been taken top. With the fort being taken bottom
they really
as well.
can lose that fight there, because they were already going to lose so much with being cursed and the boss pushing the top lane, that they needed to win that fight. At least they got the boss. The boss at bottom lane.
That's the only saving grace. They got the boss and they only lost one, I think, is another saving grace there. It could have gone so much worse. This boss going to be cleaned up eventually. On the side of I Don't Know Man, as the Sonya's trying to have to solo up against this boss, it's not really going to work. She's killing it way too slowly.
It's not going to take the keep, I don't think. Yeah, they're going to get there in time. But it is going to get some very nice damage down. Although NeverThinkTwice didn't get quite as far behind on XP there as you would have thought, because of obviously during a curse you're actually getting sort of the creep XP, whereas the enemy team aren't a lot of the time. They're going to look to engage here. Yeah,
and we've got a really good Shadowstalk coming out here just to stop this hard engagement, but a fantastic arrow landing from Atomic, landing on two. Murden barely able to get himself out. The Ancestral Healing, which went on the Rhaegar, wasn't able to save him. There's the Reyna going to get picked up by another amazing Atomic stun, and Murden barely able to keep himself alive and get himself out. This Sylvanas Wailing Arrow was expended to try and pick him up off the back of that, but alas, he had passively healed up just enough to survive.
I think the Rhaegar was just positioned a bit too far forward there almost, because he ended up getting picked off with his Raynor. Yeah, this is looking pretty convincing for I don't know, man, right now. Clearly, whoever I predict to win doesn't win, so...
Well, like I said, I'm all on that Brightwing Tyrande, and I think subconsciously I knew it'd be Atomic playing Tyrande, and so subconsciously I knew that they'd be absolutely fine. That's what I'm going
to really delivering for his team in this game.
Yeah. Now,
we
have actually seen multiple Tyrande players for I don't know, man. I think their Jaina player, Komek, has played Tyrande as well a couple of times, and also very, very good on a hero, but I don't know. I have to put faith in Atomic on that one, because
I don't know.
Stellar so far.
I don't know.
Yeah, you've
Sorry,
I'll
walk myself out.
You don't follow the amateur you've seen to a complete T, or specifically these tournaments?
No, I mean, I just meant they're called I don't know, man.
You were doing the pun, I was politely ignoring it, but we have a fight going down here. The Rain is actually barely able to be kept alive with the Ancestral, landing just in time with his Adrenaline Rush, and the entire team of I don't know, man, take a lot of damage. But Yellow Flash, the Sonya player, too aggressive again, getting picked up, and a huge 4-man Wailing Arrow coming out from Savannah saying, wow, that was a phenomenal ulti, but no follow-up, alas. So one hero for naught in favour of I don't know, man, who are up 10-0 in the kills here.
They really, NeverThinkTwice really needed that fight, because the next fight that's probably going to happen, there'll be a talent down. I think that's why they engaged there. They knew that they needed to go then. So although they're behind, NeverThinkTwice still obviously thinking smart. They're just losing these fights.
Yeah, and I don't think it's down to necessarily bad player positioning from them, although the Ancestral did have to be popped on a slightly out of position Reyna. I think it's more just down to how well I don't know, man, are taking the fights, more so than mistakes from NeverThinkTwice.
So we've got 16 talents coming out for I don't know, man.
Critterizer said a greater polymorph on Brightwing. Not uncommon.
I guess
but
they just really want to be bursting down one target.
I also think because they've got the Condemn and the Tyrande stun, and as well as Jaina slows, they don't really care about having that longer CC.
Yeah. They don't need that longer CC. They can kill someone in like 1 second, so there's no need for it. In fact, that's why the Tyrande has gone for increased damage on the Lunar Flare, just to nuke someone that gets stunned.
Yeah, I mean, shooting stars are very popular talents at 16 for Tyrandes anyway.
Especially if you're not going for without them. It's a nice boss by them. This is a nice mirror, but they have been scouted out. They're not going to get there in time though, so it's just going to be...
Having the Sonya means you can take a boss pretty quickly, but then again, likewise, having a Tyrande means you can take it as quick, if not quicker.
So it's more the Raynor, just the pure sustained, like, auto-attack damage from the Raynor, that... they're just going to have to give this up and go and defend the boss, I think, because they know they're a talent down, they know they can't take this fight right now. They really want 16 before this next tribute.
The boss down in bottom lane, there's no wall there, there's just the towers. And this, the Brightwing's gone down to use Hearthstone to try and deal with this, but it might get a lot of damage done. You could even get some damage done.
This might take the keep, to be honest, especially as they have Sylvanas, who's going to be using her abilities to
in the top lane, the boss is definitely taking the keep up there, 100%. But I mean, in the bottom lane, the boss is now on the keep, and it won't take the keep, but it'll do some decent damage at least. That's a pretty decent consolation, I think, having that keep low enough.
Sylvanas is really shining in this game, because they're ahead. They're able to just push onto... We saw it consistently in the mid-game that, I don't know, man, we're just pushing onto these forts with their Sylvanas, knowing they've got an experienced lead, knowing that they can probably take the fight, so they can just push into your fort using Sylvanas and take it. They can even dive you. This is really where Sylvanas shines. I like it.
Atomic's getting caught out here on the Tron. They're going to turn around with the Lunar Flare. The first one I've seen miss is Yellow Flash wisely backed off this time.
wasn't so much that Atomic missed, more Yellow Flash decided to do
Yes, and
that.
in fact, Yellow Flash gonna end up falling. The Ancestral came down, but it wasn't quick enough, and I mean that's really it. Celine on the Mergen probably end up dying before Ancestral's off cooldown, and yeah, it does. Since the Ancestral did end up failing, the healing effect wasn't done, so it goes on an 8-second cooldown. And that's why it's on such a short cooldown. But now Brightwitch can take the tribute Zed into her team, most likely, or go and soak a different lane. And this push is going to keep going down in bottom lane from I don't know, man.
They may even be able to end if they get a fight and wipe them here. There's already a keep down, there's minions on the core, there's catapult on the core. If they can take down one more keep and take a fight.
Yeah, definitely, potentially, I don't know, man, could close out this game here, but the Rain doing a lot of cover damage to this Johanna. She's going to get taken down a lot, but going to get stunned out from the Tyrande. Ancestral landing on the Rain, and the Zebo's going to get picked up in the end, though. Really out of position there, really far forward, so Jaina's going to slow and just do enough damage, and this is going to be a 4v5 now, and the Rain are going to get, so the Rhaegar going to get stunned out again this time, taking a lot of damage to the Envenom, coming down from the Sylvanas landing on him, as well as the amplified damage with that Shadow Dagger. And he's going to end up just about surviving. The Sonya died, the Reyna's dying, the Nerd died. And, as you say, there's a wipe, and that means that the game will be able to...
I'm not sure where Muradin was during that last fight. Nazebo was ahead of the Muradin for some reason, and he just got burst and died. So I think that was just a poor positioning mistake there. Yeah, GG to I don't know, man. My prediction is wrong again.
And my prediction was right. Yes. I think I may have accidentally tried to bet. I've been doing it longer. You're a better player, and I'll happily concede that every time.